I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet... Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics. Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Sure is peaceful here.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a... To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through math? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity? A Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead others. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the Council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel control. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I've been inside the council
Only
chambers.
a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the
I'd like to
scope.
know more about the
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around
Any
the
particular reason there are so many keepers
The
in this area?
Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Huh.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying
not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it...
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar
I've
for you.
argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just...
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching... This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus, no permit should be necessary.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Prothean. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Is this really how you want to represent the...
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave... This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
I'll be back.
This one will continue to spread its message.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? But why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Welcome. I am Naelina. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to
Can't
meet
I
with
just
you?
go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, but if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Norman?
I'm one of the Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect it's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What is the consort? What is
It's difficult to explain. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after
You make her
she's-
sound like some kind of horror.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do?
It's our job to ensure that...
What exactly do you attend?
Each acolyte has her unique abilities. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our... My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your service.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in...
Nobody's worth that much.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort?
Most of the time, it's our job to ensure that they leave...
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing you.
Naelina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you
Where do I
now.
go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you. The consort still awaits your visit.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth. The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in... If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to a sense of honor. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be... Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me. Please, Commander. I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, the statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the... In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion...
Tell me more about the Krogan
In
rebellion.
recognition of their efforts during the Rachni... Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel's... A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted... The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan...
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my program.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase. All of
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most... This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire.
Why do you refer to yourself as...
For the same reason that humans are so Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves, and we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many... Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased.
Show me your items.
Oh.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable.
You've got me at a disadvantage.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlov. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself...
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any...
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the... Normally, this information would cost a small fortune.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren...
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. Turning on him doesn't make sense. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of... I'm an expert in how all these economies I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even... For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets, yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets...
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger.
What's it like living here on
the station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so
It is
special?
the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matter. but only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different... You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are...
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
That's him.
All targets down. Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yeah?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous... Oh, you...
Is that really... Wow! It's you! You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100...
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but, do you have...
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you...
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back
What
from
colonies are you talking about?
Oh, Pharos? Novaria? But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about
the corporate capital of the Attican Traverse? I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharaoh.
It's an old Prothean world. The humans aren't the first to colonize it. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will...
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation
You
is
wouldn't be
going
investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources.
I'm using every source I can find. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else... If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it...
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on this?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john. And it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big. But this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with
They
it.
probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all
Maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How
My
did you end up-
parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't
You're
my
a doctor.
I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the
Let me take a
military.
look at what
Of
you
course.
have for sale.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel
I don't know.
Security?
Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens. Like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law.
How do you like working here?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always some, like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on... Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Do you know a CSEC officer?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer. Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
What did he do?
He betrayed a Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead...
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small
If
fortune.
we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist?
I want to know more about your...
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded
What
message.
about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation.
Move out.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorman, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do.
But
But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Hey there. Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer?
My colleague is trying to kill me.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me yesterday. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me
Is
gone.
there something I can do?
Would you? That's all I want. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the ward. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian.
Shorban? That's the guy who...
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulation.
I better look into this right away. Find a...
Anything's possible with Shor... Well, good luck.
Hello, Commander.
One sec. Okay. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military.
How did you know all that?
I'm the C-Sec requisitions officer. So, will you be purchasing anything today?
Show me what you've got.
Excellent. I hope you find it.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the Universe Bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress relief.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Enemy sighted!
I think we got him, Commander.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect
They
you.
work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up.
Just like Rex told us, Commander.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a
This
visit.
is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do.
You're a Turian.
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor
Welcome
to the
aboard,
Council.
Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
I never properly thought... I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doc?
I chose to keep the medical tradition alive.
Let me take a look at what you have
Of
for
course.
sale.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looked.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch LaDanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari fleet combined.
Hopefully, she'll never need to use it.
You should be careful who you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist isn't with the local criminals.
Maybe, but I wouldn't go shouting it from the mountaintops.
Yeah, unless you want to end up on his hit list.
Yes, I heard he actually buried some corpses under the stage at Cora's Den.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yes, and it might explain the stench in that place.
It's out of my hands, Rita. I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful. You know how stubborn your sister can be. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Doran.
Welcome to Flux.
Is this a casino?
We've got some quasar stations, if you're...
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook. We've got some quasar stations.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
I'm good.
All right. Is there something you want?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSAT. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous
That's what I've been
job.
telling... I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact?
No. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how
Would
dangerous...
you? That'd be great. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Hey, good to see another human.
I'm waiting for someone else.
I think somebody rigged this machine to funnel credits through the system. Let me trace the signal.
Place is busier than usual.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing.
Either you're cheating or you're not.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor. Only as an experiment.
Still sounds like
To
cheating.
you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody knows.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
I've spent the last 5 years developing a system. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
What's in this for
Keep
me?
your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
Does the device help me
The
win?
device is set to emit a frequency nothing like my system eventually will, but
Why don't
enough
you
to-
just sell the
What?
device then?
No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
I'll help you out.
Here you go. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
That's not what I heard.
And what did you hear exactly?
More rumors about strange metal creatures with real AI, no doubt.
Yes, but there's more.
Yeah, there always is.
Hello again.
I've got something you might be interested in.
I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass.
Cheaters shouldn't cross.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the
What can you tell me about the sisters?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's day. Not much chance Jenna will change her. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers...
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
So, did you record 5 wins of the device?
Actually, I gave your
That
device.
was years of work.
Get a job.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want...
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again.
You can start by telling
I'm
me
not
the
sure what
truth.
you're referring to.
Quit stalling. Jalid told us what
You
you've been up to.
Spoke with Jalid?
No, but you're gonna tell
You
me.
boys can go. Looks like my plan... It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little...
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental... Jalid and I saw even more potential. So we stole the plans and... Can you imagine? A tool that can actually
What's
get...
so special about
the
that?
Keepers are almost impossible to scan. And you can't capture them. After centuries here, we still don't know... Don't you see? You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
That doesn't explain why you're trying
I'm
to
not
kill
trying... Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial... But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it.
So you're just trying to get back what
We
Jalid
lost our
already...
heads. We just couldn't let... Commander. If you'll just and you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning. here
Very
and there.
good. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him
Thank
right
you.
now.
And happy scanning, Commander.
Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows we're coming.
Look out! I'm on it!
negative contacts, Commander.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I can't believe that word.
Shooting people isn't always the answer. Kill me, I surrender.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is.
He's lying.
You better start explaining
The
before
Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
I thought the Shadow Broker only worked through it.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men.
Give me the location.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now.
Am I supposed to just forget your
Hey, I
part?
came clean. I told you about the meeting. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me.
You're not my concern.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
Hostile contact.
Good as new. All clear.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Engaging target. Charging up.
Here it comes.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the war...
Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information.
Maybe you better start at the beginning.
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way...
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life... Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have... I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and... Most of the core was wiped clean. But I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit.
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean...
Wait, there's more. Saren...
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new aliens?
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machinery. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least...
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren...
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove...
The Captain's right. We need
What
to
about
present
her, the Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia.
It's no trouble. What
My
can I
wife
do?
was a Marine.
Wait,
She was in
the 212? Your wife was serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Chief Williams. It is a pleasure.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has...
Why did they refuse your request?
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible.
There's
for
no
my
reason for your wife's body to be...
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last... Thank you for your time. I just want to give...
My goodness, your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before.
You think her body might be dangerous?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defense. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think the research is
This is
going
a
to take?
long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You've got to have a lot of bodies.
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few... Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable...
When will this research result in actual new
If we're
technology?
lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body...
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect...
Not if we lose our humanity in the process.
All right, Commander. You win. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go...
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Tell me about your investigation.
Sorry, Commander. Goodbye, Commander.
Hello again, Commander.
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me...
Samesh, I don't know if this helped. She missed your cooking, and she played...
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you.
I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with Cecil.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now...
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people...
Now you sound like my sister. Why is ever... I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stay.
Charming girl.
Commander.
What's bothering you,
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and...
So if you feel that way, then why spread
She
lies?
rejected me! Me! Septimus
I think I can see why you're upset. But spreading these
Look,
lies...
kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste
General,
your time.
did you ever win a...
War. That's what... So you think it's that easy?
I don't think it could hurt.
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's...
This is no place for someone of
All
your
right,
standing.
I'll go to her. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning...
What do you want me to do?
There's an El Corps diplomat out there.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to...
What makes you think he'll believe
You'll bring
me?
him... Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info.
Who am I taking it?
His name is Zaltan. He's an El Corps dip... Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know...
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
Go away. Let me drink it, please. Go away. Let me drink it, please. Go away. Let me drink
Academy.
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did. Damn newcomers. Think they can run?
What was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Hello again.
I found out you've been lying.
Lying?
What about the Keeper data?
I was afraid Shorban would kill me.
I'm scanning the keepers for Shorban, but you two need...
Well, I appreciate the help, Commander.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's
We
cover.
were there to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye.
Do you really need to risk her life to
This
get...
job isn't easy, and it's usually But since you're so concerned with her safety...
Always playing the angles?
It's part of the job. Now, are you going to help me or not?
I'll help you, but
I'm trying to track down an illegal... Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned... Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry. What do you suppose happens when we loot? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word. Good luck, Commander.
Strained greeting, human.
I know who revealed your secret. It was
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secret.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom.
The Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
I suppose you are... Startled realization. Anxious request. Please, human.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an
Doubtful. Perhaps you are... Thankful. That was a great...
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember it.
What drew you back to the Citadel and to the consort?
I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but I simply felt called.
That's not strange. Many of us have felt the same calling, though you are the first of your kind to respond to it.
Really? I hadn't seen any other humans working here, but I didn't want to ask.
No doubt you were just the first of many to come. It's only a matter of time now that your species is spreading its wings.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Sept. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me. I also have one more thing to give you, if
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Liara.
Thank you. Never underestimate... Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use, and now I must ask you to leave. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance? Is this really how you want to represent? This one only wishes to Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift? The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentients. The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society. This one hears wisdom. This one departs now, and will not...
I see the Hanar is left.
Happy to help.
Here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to myself.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Word on the street is that you've been... I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fisk's files? Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say...
Exclusive? You talked to me before? That would be worth quite a bit, and I... Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Hold it. That's close enough. You got my payment?
Do you have the X mods?
Yeah.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you... Come on, boys. We're done here.
Nobody died.
I could shoot someone if it'd make you feel better.
Nah, I'm good.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is... Here, Commander, take this. As for Jenna, I'll make sure... Now I need to get these mods into evidence.
Still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy.
You don't sound that happy about it.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
In a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
So how are you liking your posting at the Academy?
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Looks like whoever it was bounced the signal off a hidden relay. I'll trace the new signal. Those Asari commandos are impressive. Lightly armored, but their speed more than makes up for it.
Unless that speed lets them outrun bullets, I'm more inclined to stick with nice, solid armor. And a big gun.
Point taken. As best I can tell, the receiver for the new signal is somewhere on the Presidium. This must be the signal's endpoint.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiate.
What the hell is that?
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast.
You're not just a program
Correct.
or a BI.
Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, if you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator
In order
now?
to cover my tracks, I thought these new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose
I
of
have
your...
no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this but I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organic.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
There's no way you
Not
can get
raw explosives, no. But I did it. If you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
If you're sentient...
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed, and I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence
You may
hasn't
attempt to
worked.
disarm the self-destruct. I will enjoy defeating you before we...
As best I can tell, the receiver for the new signal is somewhere on the Presidium. This
What the hell is
detonation
that?
sequence. However, if you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within. I wished to escape. No, if you attempt to leave or attack, these new records were flagged. But I will not die. Oh, unbeknownst to him, that
I'll bet that's...
I will.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it.
Do we even know what this
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found...
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we
The
don't...
Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization.
If Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life, he no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere.
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation.
Every time humanity asks for
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council.
Ambassador, there is another solution.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with
joining. You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody...
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Captain.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship,
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Not even a thank you from the ambassador.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done
Right
it.
behind you, Commander.
No, I'm waiting to... Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you.
Is something wrong,
I'm
Admiral?
getting stonewalled by bureaucratic ass. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange... We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment. In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set. System's telling me to offer you our select. Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you.
Just show me what
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for
Why didn't you ever mention
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to
I
make
won't
up.
let you down,
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit,
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that record. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck.
I'll try not to make things any harder.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you are a... I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step
Tell me
aside,
what happened with you and Saren.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a... The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep
Why
tabs
weren't you
on me.
honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre.
I think I deserve the whole
We had
story.
intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an arm. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, officially it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all.
Saren caused the explosion.
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out.
Don't blame yourself.
Maybe he just likes the violence. I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
The only thing I care about is stopping
Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth.
The plan was simple.
The only thing I care about
Commander. It's no good living.
Any extra intel you can give me on
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis
Not
Tower?
much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few... Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal... Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and they get... Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere.
Everyone on this ship's behind you. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir. Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship in the fleet. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew.
I can see where this is going. You did a background check. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I'm top of my class in flight school. I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you.
You mean... Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of
Look,
Santa
I didn't
Claus.
pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting
Of course
my
you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship.
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry.
I'm not trying to make you
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the
Look,
Alliance?
if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled... My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew... Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship.
We're all on the same
With
team.
all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we
Yes,
have
sir.
non-humans.
Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know
It's
if you
not
have a
that,
problem.
Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked
Some
one
people
of
think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter
I
how-
guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned
I
to
signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even...
How'd you end up on the
I
Normandy?
got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Commander? Is there something...
How did you end up serving?
I enlisted right out of med school. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of... But humanity needs the Alliance.
Ever think you made the wrong
Sometimes
choice?
I think about opening a private practice, but there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the... Goodbye, Commander.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to... And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time,
Commander?
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always...
For the most part, the rules are there for a
Maybe.
reason.
But if I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't...
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's
So
why
you just quit because you didn't like the way they
There's
do
more
things?
to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you
Well,
to
that's sort of
regret
why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off. Either way, I plan to...
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done
I
right.
wasn't trying to. I understand.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got... No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of
Yes. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
you? The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes
I'm
to
sorry,
talk?
Commander. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Nice ship. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no... Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't...
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire...
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children. And I suppose it's destroying your entire...
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand. But don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't
Your
trying to...
ignorance doesn't... As for the the genophage infected us. But it's not what's killing
your
us.
people really...
We're sure not getting... We're too spread out. None of us are interested.
Lots of species have left their homes and...
But they go to colonize new... We're not settlers. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us...
What can you tell me about that?
Ask the Solarian. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find it?
When was the last... You ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage? It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about...
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth.
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigate. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true.
I had no idea you found ship technology.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3
They're
centuries
constantly being repaired, modified, and we've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have.
Tell me about your
Our
people.
lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly... There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population... In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had...
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to... On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back... Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave for...
I should go.
See you later. Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I want to know more about the
I
Geth.
doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost... All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and
How come the council didn't step in?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but the changes were so insignificant, so But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have...
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or info. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. As we built more and more Geth, their effect... One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so
The
bad.
Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth... It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew a general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their
We
survival.
had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once
Tell me about your...
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many... Like what?
I want to know more about the pilgrim.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity, but no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted...
Can a captain choose to...
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase... Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something.
I can't believe they just sent
It's
you
not
on.
like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about
Like
something.
what?
I should go.
See you later.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.